country. And this project is about irongrass grasslands. And I don't really know anything about irongrass, so I've got Nick Modra, who's our regional ecologist, with me so that I can ask some questions and find out what it is. And we thought we'd film this so you can find out as well. So Nick, irongrass grasslands surely have irongrass in them, is that right?
Yeah, they do. We're standing in one right now, and we've got an irongrass tussock right here. They're actually a species of lily, not a grass, but they are the key part of this vegetation community.
Alright, so you just used the word community, so is there more to an irongrass grassland than just irongrass?
Yeah, great question, Molly. So there are different classes of irongrass grassland. Right now we're standing in a Class B irongrass grassland, which means it has at least 4 native perennial grasses. I just went for a wander before. We've got bottle washer grass, we've got spear grass, we've got brush wire grass, and I'm sure that there'd be a couple others floating around here. It needs to have at least 15 broadleaf native forbs, which pretty hard to tell at the moment. We'll have to wait until spring to look at them, and it needs to have at least 1 tussock, whether it's irongrass or a perennial native grass, every metre.
So that's for a Class B. What about, surely there must be Class A and C, D, other letters as well, is that right?
Yeah, so Class A is bordering on sort of that pristine grassland. It needs to have at least 30 native broadleaf species, and that's excluding ones that are disturbance resistant and are pretty commonly found everywhere. So that's a really high diversity grassland. It also needs to have 5 native perennial grasses. The tussock density doesn't need to be too different because these grasslands, they grow in dry areas, so they're not a huge biomass producing ecosystem.
Yeah, and so that's read A. Is there also C?
Yeah, so Class C is, it doesn't qualify as the threatened ecological community that Class B and A do, but it does have a potential to be restored to one of those. So they only need to have these irongrasses and 5 native broadleaf species and a couple perennial native grasses.
Yeah, okay. And so back on the irongrass, now that I know that this is irongrass, there's some that look similar but a little bit different. Are they all the same, or are there different types of irongrass?
Yeah, so this here is a stiff irongrass, Lamandra multiflora subspecies dura. The other one we commonly see in these irongrass grasslands is the centered irongrass, Lamandra effusa. There's a couple other species that pop up. They're quite a diverse genus, found all over Australia, but yeah, really the 2 that we care about in these threatened irongrass ecological communities are the centered and the stiff.
I reckon I was having a look for some irongrass on our farm, and I sent you a photo of something that I thought might be irongrass, but you said it wasn't. What was that one?
Yeah, so that's a black anther flax lily. It is a clumping lily, so these, as I said before, are a lily. They look kind of similar with the foliage, but they've got a broader leaf and that purple flower, where else, all the Lamandra that we're concerned about have a cream-coloured flower.
And where do you find these communities? We're near Tarawi today. Is this the prime spot for them, or how far away from here do we find these communities?
Yeah, so pretty well anywhere in the mid-north that is uncropped and unforested, you're a chance to find these. Quite often along Goyder's line, so sort of from Udunda all the way up to where we are today, Gumbowie, even a little further north. But there is some remnant patches around places like Jamestown on hillsides that haven't been cropped.
Yeah, okay. So as part of this project, this Stronger Country project, we're trying to help protect these irongrass grasslands. So if anyone watching this has some of these and wants to find out how to better improve or protect them, they can get in touch with us, can't they?
Yeah,